Hello, Frags and Beer family. Welcome to Indie Spotlight. So I say that with a bit of air quotes. So here's the thing. This is my 200th episode of Indie Spotlight, and I didn't want to there's a transition I'm going to make, and I didn't want to make it so abruptly, especially with our 200th episode. And now I missed you on Saturday. I was going to bring you a new band, and I didn't. And maybe it's a good thing that I did, because I did some thinking, and there has been some comments on the channel about what's indie, what's not, what music is considered an independent artist, and what's not. And I still want this show to be focused on small bands, indie bands, bands that a lot of people don't know about. But I also want to highlight some bands that are maybe obscure for other reasons, either regional reasons or because they're not particularly popular based on their genre, or smaller labels, not necessarily or specifically indie bands. If you've been watching the channel long enough, you know I do some larger bands like Love Bites and try to think of the other one off the top of my head, that Ginger. Some of those bands that are getting more well known and are signed with labels, so they're not, I guess, what you would define as independent. But again, the line between mainstream and independent music is pretty blurry. You have some bands like the one we're going to look at tonight that is not signed to one of the four major labels, which technically qualifies them as an independent band, but they are signed to a major Japanese label. So in Japan, they're not an independent band, but here in the States, they are. And you guys have asked me to take a look at Band-Maid several times when I've watched my Love Bites, or when I've checked out the comments of my Love Bite streams. You've said, check out Band-Maid. You need to look at Band-Maid. So here's what I'm going to do. Indie Spotlight is going to start transitioning. It's still going to be the same show. It's still going to be me reviewing music, independent artists, comic book creators, and all that stuff. But I'm not going to muddy the water by trying to define independent. I am still going to stick to the small bands, the independent music, the small artists, none of the major stuff, none of the big time stuff, nothing you're going to hear on the radio or see on, music video channels, if any of those still actually exist on TV. I'm going to still stick to the small stuff, the stuff that you don't hear every day, the things that you really have to go looking for to find on YouTube and other platforms. So welcome to the 200th episode of Indie Spotlight and the first episode of Beard Wizard Reviews. Now, if you guys don't know where that's coming from, one of my Twitter followers nicknamed me Beard Wizard Man, and I kept it, and I kind of liked it, so it's actually part of my Twitter name, and I kind of dig it. So Beard Wizard Reviews, first episode, 200th episode of Indie Spotlight. Make sure you click the red subscribe button. Get us to 700 as soon as possible. I think 620 of you are subscribed so far. You've joined the Frags and Beer family. Let's get it to 700 ASAP so I can give away 7 books. Tonight, we're going to take a look at a band called Band-Maid and their newest release, Sense. Again, this is a review channel, not a reaction channel. So I watched this earlier today. I know what to expect. You're not going to get any crazy over-the-top, thumbnail reaction kind of things from me. It's just me talking to you about the music. So again, if you're here new, if you're watching the live stream, say hi. Let me know you're here. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the name of the show as it transitions into Beard Wizard Reviews from Indie Spotlight. Hopefully it makes sense as to why I'm doing that. So we'll take a look at Band-Maid. We'll pause as necessary, and we'll talk about the music. I think you guys will like this, especially those of you who have told me to like this or look at it. So here we go. Band-Maid, Sense. Hit the wrong button again. Cheers. I like the orchestral. like this opening, and a very different band from Love Bites and a couple of the other Japanese bands that we've listened to so far. I like that orchestra opening, first of all, beautiful, and gave it a really dramatic feel when the video opened with the lead singer and the guitarist, with that sort of really, really epic orchestral piece going on behind them. So that was cool. The guitar, the drums, all of them they're very clean and very precise, but also not super super sharp, if that makes sense. Some bands are extremely technical, extremely precise, and while that's good, sometimes it works to be a little fuzzy too when it comes to metal. And it may just be this song that they're playing that way. This is the first one of theirs that I've listened to. But I like that because the instruments blend. You get sort of a heavy metal sound overall from the band, but you can still pick out individual instruments as you're listening to it. So it sounds great. The lyrics, I'm not, obviously this is in Japanese. We do still have subtitles. I'm not sure what the song means just yet. I listened to it once and was trying to piece it together. And I may pick up more this time around, and I could be completely wrong too. I was actually wrong about a Love Bite song recently, Under the Red Sky. No idea that song was about the atomic bombs dropped on Japan during World War II. So I was completely off on that. So if you guys know the meaning of this song, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I will be sure to pin the first comment that tells me what the song means from the band's perspective. But we shall keep going and see what we got here. Very cool time change. Nice bass. Very nice bass line. Some parts in English. Wow, yeah. It seems a lot. Sorry, that was a bad spot to. But it seems like the song is a lot about getting over the hard things in life. Keep going, keep persevering, keep pushing on, even when life knocks you down. Get back up and keep fighting. It seems a lot like what is going on here in this song. I also like that while this is still metal, this is not quite the same heavy metal that we're used to, say, from Love Bites, at least this song. It's got more of a newer pop metal feel to it. Not that that's bad. You know, I don't want that to seem like a negative, but at least this song is a little different than what we have come to expect from some of the other Japanese metal bands that we've listened to on the show. So I like that. The sound is different. It's not like they're trying to copy another band or it's not like they're all starting to sound the same, which is what I wouldn't want. I would want to be able to tell the difference between this band versus Love Bites versus Asterism. You know, I want to make sure that when it's a good band, you can tell when you listen to them, you know who they are, even if you haven't heard their song before, because the style is their own. So I think they've got a really good, unique sound and good style here, and I'm digging the song, really digging the instrumentals. The guitar, especially that guitar solo with that bass coming in, was fantastic. Very cool. Actually, great song. I really love that. So thank you guys for suggesting Band-Maid. They sounded amazing. The guitars, the drums, the singer's voice, fantastic. Again, I think I kind of got the gist of the song, but that one's either I'm tired today or it's just not clicking with me right now. So if I'm off base, let me know. If you know what the song means, definitely drop it in the comments. And if you've got it, awesome. I don't always get it right, but thank you guys so much for joining me for the 200th episode of Indie Spotlight, the first episode of Beard Wizard Reviews. I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Much love.